guys, Dr. Prepper. Just cruising around, trying to get my mind straight on this PIPA Sopa thing. You know, I appreciate what Wiki and Google did yesterday. You know, it had to be done. I don't think they went far enough, but hey, at least they did something. My problem with them doing that wasn't what they did yesterday, it's what they didn't do for the NDAA. It seems that when we start talking about issues that affect us personally, we tend to rise up and do things in a protest fashion, such as, you know, Google and Wiki yesterday with their protest, which is fine. I mean, they needed to do that. It's a First Amendment issue. We all know it. My problem, though, was that they didn't do anything during the NDAA. And, you know, really the only people that were doing anything about that were the YouTube users, a few websites, places like that. But I didn't hear a lot of the talk radio people really getting into it. You know, they talked about it, but they didn't make it their focal issue. You know, they're distracted or whatever with the primaries. That seems to be what's on their mind. But the NDAA just passed us right by and became law. I know it was during the holidays, but just because it's a holiday doesn't mean we fall asleep. You guys didn't fall asleep. Why did they? Kind of interesting that they did pass that NDAA during the time that the mainly the radio people were on vacation mostly, but there were still fill-ins. They should have hit on the topic more, pushed it as much as they, you know, they're pushing everything else, but we didn't. Which leads me to this video. It's like, do we only protest when it affects us personally? Like, you know, most of us out there are Second Amendment advocates. Okay, so when there's something that has to do with the Second Amendment, you know, here comes the NRA and, you know, everybody else protesting, right? But all the First Amendment right advocates, they don't say a word, right? Yeah, well, it's too bad. I don't agree with the Second Amendment. You don't agree with the Second Amendment, you can't agree with one and not the others. It's part of the Constitution. You either agree with all of them or none of them. You don't get to pick and choose which ones you like and which ones you don't like. If you don't like them, you get your senators and your congressmen to repeal those amendments. You don't trash them. And we're trashing every frickin' amendment there is right now. We trash the 10th Amendment. We trash the First Amendment. We trash the Second Amendment. We've trashed the 4th, 5th, and 6th Amendment. We might as well not even have a constitution at this point. It's irrelevant. It means diddly squat. If you all want to protest the Sopa and PIPA law, turn the frickin' TV off. The television people, Viacom, you know, News Corp, GE, or I don't even know if they own anything anymore. They still own MSNBC or I don't, whatever. Anyway, the point is they're the ones that are supporting this stuff. Why are they supporting it? Good question. They say they're supporting it for copyright infringement. But if you've seen that video on East Coast Preppers put out today, he mirrored a video from a guy that explains to you what is really going on. And the guy's right. I'm an IT guy. I saw this happening. I saw this stuff going on. And I was going to turn there, but I'm going to go straight. I'm like, why is CNET promoting, Kazaa and all this other stuff? I just thought it was really ironic at the time. I wasn't really thinking about it like I am now because of the new laws. But I just thought it was pretty ironic that, a CBS corporation or affiliate is promoting, piracy, and CBS has record companies. Didn't make any sense to me at the time. So, you start thinking, wow, that's how they do it. You be the one that's doing the pirating, and then you get the money or whatever. I don't even know. It was the only thing that made logical sense. So now that this is all coming to a head, you look back and you go, oh, okay, now I see. I think that guy's video today exactly tells what happened and what's going on. And if you all think that calling your congressmen and your senators and blah, blah, blah is going to change anything. Did it change anything on the NDAA? Did it change anything on the healthcare bill? Yeah, I know. It didn't. This may be a little different in the sense that you have I guess the right and the left, however you want to describe everybody, kind of joining forces on this one. So you have both sides going, no, 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 right? But you have the power of the media, which is they have all the money. You think these turds in Washington are going to do anything against these money people? Come on, we mean nothing to them. Mean nothing. Even as a collective, we mean nothing. The Tea Party movement didn't do shit. We sent some people to the office and they got run over by the elites. And now they'll start getting sucked into that elitism. And the Occupy Wall Street, you guys have had good intentions, but somehow you attracted the drudges of the world. I don't know. I think it's just the way that you promoted yourself, that you ended up getting the worst pieces of crap to follow you, and they caused all kinds of problems. And then, when you start inviting the anarchists and the communists and the socialists and the cretins of the world to your events, well, yeah, that's what's going to happen. You're going to have this kind of chaos. So you didn't do anything either. You haven't changed anything. We passed the NDAA right after your party down in New York. It didn't change anything. MF Global, I want to do a video on MF Global, but I'll wait for that. But here you are down on Wall Street protesting Wall Street, right? Whatever, okay? Whatever you want to do, that's your thing. I think you're misguided, but you shouldn't be protesting Wall Street. You should be protesting the government, but that's your choice. But you're out there protesting Wall Street, and right under your noses, this company MF Global is ripping you off. They're ripping me off, they're ripping you off. They ripped off everybody but JP Morgan. Oh no, of course. The too big to fails, they got to get their money. What they ended up doing was stealing our money again and giving it to them. Stop putting your money in these freaking stock market. Get out of your 401ks. Get out of your IRAs. Get out of all that crap. It's worthless. They'll steal it from you. They got laws against what MF Global did. But you know what? The people that enforce the laws, help them. The people with the money are making the decisions, people. You want to stop this crap? Turn the TV off. Quit putting your money into these too big to fail companies. Quit buying GM cars. It's all about the money. You take your money and put it in things that you have. Invest your money into yourself. Invest it into your food. Invest it into your guns. Invest it into your silver and gold. Invest it into your backyard gardens. Whatever it is that affects you, not Kellogg's or JP Morgan. We'll never ever get out of this mess until you people wake up. The government has us by the nuts. We're all considered freaking terrorists. I'm a freaking terrorist, right? I'm 48 years old. I've been a patriot all my life. I love this country. I love the flag. I tear up when I hear God Bless America played. You know, when I see something good happen. I'm not a blinded American. I'm a patriotic American. But I can't stand what's happening. And, you know, I posted this comment on East Coast Preppers, uploaded that video, and I said, we aren't going to change anything until we turn the TV off. Turn it off. It's the only way. I know you can't not watch your American Idol because, yeah, it's amazing to me that these kids, they get all up in arms about PIPA and Sopa. Oh, you're going to turn our internet off. You're going to turn our internet off. Listen, guys, we didn't have the internet when I was a kid. And I'm not saying, I feel like my dad right now. But what I'm saying is, your life isn't over just because they turn the internet off. Okay, that's not what you should be fighting for. Don't turn my internet off. Don't turn my American Idol off. You know, it's ridiculous. They're taking your rights away, and all you care about is your stupid internet and your TV. It's ridiculous, people. It's absolutely ridiculous. And but see, this is what happened. You know, we bred this into our children. You know, I'm just as much fault as everybody else. I let my kids watch way too much TV when they were younger. But I took them out camping. We went to the sand dunes and rode my buggy around, and we had, you know, quads, and we camped a lot. During the winter months, we probably spent way more time out camping and doing stuff than we ever watched TV. But still, I let them watch too much TV. And this is the generation, my generation, okay? People of my age, in their late 40s, okay? We're the selfish bastards. We're the ones that grew up in this great economic society between the 80s and the 2000s. And what we did is we spent our children's future. I blame myself. I was stupid. Now I talk to my children about this now, and they're trying to change the patterns of their children. You know, they still watch TV, but I think my son is looking at it a little different than I did. Things are different for him, so of course they're going to do that. Anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent here. The point I'm trying to make is it's great that everyone's protesting these bills, but look at the big picture of this. It's not just this one bill. It's really the collapse of our Constitution and our liberties. And I know it sounds cliche-ish and everybody's, you know, whatever, but when you really sit down and think about it and shut your mind off for a second and just think about what that means, I don't care if Ronald Reagan or George Washington was in office right now. We can't can't allow the government to trash our God-given rights. And that's what we're doing. Understand people that don't understand that. It doesn't compute with me how you, just because the president you like is in office, yay, yay, yay. Come on. What are you going to do if Dick Cheney gets elected? All of a sudden these laws need to go? Come on, wake up. Anyway, that's my rant for today. I implore you to turn the TV off. There's nothing on TV you need to see. It's all brainwashing bullshit. Thanks for listening, Dr. Prepper. God bless you all. God bless America.